Marriage is like a book we will write for the rest of our lives, filled with many chapters we'll experience together. But I'd like to think we already have a lengthy introduction to our book dating back to the first day I met you, June 29th, 2016.
Kasey, I'm so grateful for our family and friends here today, realizing that honoring these vows through years of marriage will not be without difficulty, and to have people that we love standing right beside us to hold us accountable to them and to always point us back to our values and to the Lord.
Although we started our first chapter last May, we're only beginning to write the first few pages of the first chapter in our book. I hope our chapters are titled Our First Baby, or Life in Insert Wherever the Navy Takes Us, or Retirement in 30A. In each of these chapters, I vow to hear you, to communicate with you, to be your partner and best friend, be your sounding voice, be spontaneous and willing to go wherever your crazy adventures will take us, and most importantly, to love you, no matter how good or bad these chapters turn out. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. You look so handsome.
Wow, that's awesome. Kasey, I don't know if I've ever truly explained to you how much I miss you when we're apart. I find myself feeling an emptiness that isn't satisfied until I get home to see you light up and yell some new nickname in excitement the moment that you hear me come through the door. Every part of your personality and our friendship has made me realize that I'm more comfortable with you than anyone else, and that you're the person who I want to spend the rest of my life with.
We're here today to celebrate the love of Matthew Curtis Older and Kasey Whitfield Older. Matt and Kasey, take a moment to look around. Soak this moment in. Your families and closest friends are here to celebrate both of you and the love that you have for each other. As a friend, I am so proud of the commitment y'all have made to the Lord and are choosing to make to each other. And everyone here today can't wait to watch that commitment and love grow over a lifetime together.
I will place your happiness and your livelihood above mine, because the best moments are when I see your huge smile light up the room. I sometimes find myself daydreaming about what it will be like to see you as a mother, and what it will be like to lead children alongside a wife whose strengths complement my every weakness. I promise to protect you with my life, and there's nothing that could stop me from sacrificing life and limb to keep you safe, and I will never stop doing the simple things like checking downstairs when a noise wakes you up in the middle of the night, just to prove it to you.
You're my best friend, my encourager, my hype man, and my voice of reason. There's no one I would rather write this book with, the book of marriage and of life, until death do us part, or until we both die together at the exact same moment, at the exact same place, like I worked out with God. Here's to writing our book. I love you.
I promise to never leave your side. No matter what we face, we'll face it together. You've been here for me and supported me through the last 5.5 years in more ways than I could count. So I promise to spend the rest of my life trying to do the same for you. And although it's been 5.5 years, it didn't take longer than a month to tell you that I loved you, and not long after that to know that you're my soulmate and the love of my life.
By your vows and the authority vested in me as your friend, we celebrate that you are now husband and wife. Matt, you make this your bride.
I'd like to start off by saying good evening, everyone. On behalf of Kim and I, we want to welcome you to this celebration. UVA is where Matt and Kasey's romance blossomed, and where he proposed to her with our families watching from within the bushes. I find Matt to be a man devoted to Kasey, family, and God. And as Matt and Kasey are forever committed to one another, now I ask you to raise your glass to the bride and groom.
But when it comes to specifically to Matt, there is no doubt that we have shaped and molded each other, and I feel extremely blessed to have you in my life. goals dreamed up together that would eventually be achieved, Kasey, marrying you is no doubt Matt's greatest accomplishment. And you will bring him infinitely more joy than anything else. And Matt, I'm so proud to call you my best friend and my brother. To Matt and Kasey.
Hi everyone, I'm Channing for those who don't know me. I'm Kasey's sister, maid of honor. And I'm honestly so relieved this day has finally come. He loves Kasey how she deserves to be loved. And I know he would quite literally do anything for her. I've seen their relationship develop over the last few years. I've never seen Kasey happier. I wish that you both never stop growing, loving, and having bed parties. You just have to get through these time-consuming years of residency first. So, everyone, cheers to Kasey and Matt. Woo!